All right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing this evening? It's Saturday night. We're back. Apparently, I'm a glutton for punishment because I'm still at it. Been go for like the last 36, 48 hours here. But I'm happy to be here. Happy to be with all of you. Working on the MG Heavyarms Custom again tonight. Finishing this leg, starting the next probably. And yeah, having a good time as always. Gonna go through the chat in a moment and catch up with everybody, hopefully. Switch that over to live chat mode before I forget. We do have 4 giveaways up for grabs tonight. We've got the high grade Gundam Infinite Justice that is a holdover from last week that we just couldn't seem to give away. We've got another Cerebus file from Disbay, an RG RX78, courtesy of Noob Sauce Zero, and new from Mecha Warehouse this week, one of the Gundam Chimaris Vidars that we got in stock this Friday with the restock. If you haven't checked those out, definitely hit up the website. If you do, take advantage of that live 10 code at the top of the screen, save yourself 10%, and help yourself out, help me out. It's good for everybody, I hope. And yeah, the one other thing that I'll say before I get into the chat is do hit that like button down below if you enjoy these streams. It helps other people see it, helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And of course, you can hit that subscribe button and the notification bell too, so you can catch more of these streams and some of our videos and such as well. So with that said, let's get into the chat. Say hello. So what's up, Keith, Rizik Breaker, Ryan Gladu? What's up, anyone working on a kit? Working on a B-Wing right now. Very cool. B-Wing is definitely one of my favorite starfighters from the whole Star Wars universe. It's a big mecha rigs. Painting minis nice. Optimus Rhymes. Optimist Rhymes. That's an awesome name. Monster Foxtrot painting fin funnels on my YJL High New. These things drive me nuts, been masking for 30 hours, only halfway done. That's crazy. It's a Pockets. Let's see. What's up? Lewis Wong, Dylan Dull, Paul, Jason Shapiro, ESO, E8911. Evening, everyone going to be demoing a basement, installing new fixtures while watching the stream tonight. What's everyone else up to? I think that's takes the cake for craziest stream watching activity tonight. Corey Johnson, what's going on? Third River, RDD End, Gunpla Viking. Gunpla Viking is a glutton for punishment too, because he was at the event today. Rob to Builder, John Moorhead, Richard Fearing. I have all 5 MG Seed Kit Strike, Blitz, Dual, Aegis, and Buster. Can't wait to build them. Put together nice. What's up, J plus K? Kyle Dixon, Gunpla Shoppers Network, Kyrie One, shameless plug. Launching channel Tuesday, be hosting a giveaway. Cool. We'll be on his channel. I don't know when he'll be posting it, but we're planning on shooting an interview on Friday, I think, or recording an interview, I guess. What's up, William Diamond, Rick Henriquez, John Botman, Leath One, Jason Galloway, Oozju, Travis Phipps, Andrea C, hello. What's up, Victor? Ganoob, Urfig, what's going on? Leaf L. Wish I wasn't so humid, otherwise we'd be painting. Humidity definitely enemy of painting. What's up, Rob Rosencrantz? Second Right. Mark D, Bruce Brown, Scott. Yeah, that's a lot. Rick Enriquez. Hi, Nick. How's the open house? It was good. I'm going to, I'll talk about that in a minute once I get through the chat and I get started, because I think that's going to be a bigger topic today. Andrew, see the builds of the open house today were cool. They're very cool. A lot of cool builds. So Victor, Crimson Thunder. I already said hi to Victor. What am I doing? Boss HB, Augustus, Blue Ghost, Brightest Day, RX178, Richard Fearing. Hopefully Bandai can get more restock going. The pandemic has hit Gunpla hard. It definitely has. Man, the chat's like growing fast and I keep up. So Daryl, William, Ray Guns, Aaron Adams. Been following the channel for a while. Hello, what's up? Welcome. What's up? It's G-Boy. Naked Mecha Fam, happy Saturday. Kick my dog, what's up? Sean Jones. Hey Nick, how open house went? I wish I could have went. Rearranging my backlog. Nice. Hi from Alaska. What's up, Jake? Andy Gutierrez. What's up, George? Jose? Orlando? What's up? I think Orlando was there too. What's up, Gojira? Michael Foster. Fakur Coach. Oh, I know what that was supposed to be. I'm not going to read it that way. So George, G Ming, Luis Cortez, what's up? All right, I think I'm caught up on the chat. So, working on this today. And first topic of this, let's talk about the open house. So the open house and builder showcase was today. It was good. I think we had a pretty good turnout. We probably had maybe about 24 people. Some there for the whole time. Some people coming in and out. I don't have an exact count. You know, wasn't massive by any means. But I gotta find the runner. There we go. Wasn't massive by any means, but it was I'd say pretty good size. Had some cool builds out on the table. A lot of cool custom work and stuff. If you want to check out some of those, I think I grabbed everything or most of everything on my Instagram stories on the @Mecha Warehouse account. Try to grab some pictures just to have some things up there, and of course Santana was recording, so we'll have a vlog probably in a couple weeks. Depends on how long it takes to get everything edited and the like, but got to talk to some of the builders, talk about their builds, so we'll have some of that in there. Speed build contest. Someone beat me at building a Maganac, which I am both excited and disappointed about because I'm competitive. Just got done with Double Riser, man. That was a long build. Nice. Hi Nick, the open house looked great. Hope to make the next one. Hope you can make it too. You just got off the open house. Hey Robert, another glutton for punishment. Jason Shapiro, hey Nick, are there any tools other than sandpaper you'd recommend to get rid of the nubs left over on parts? So I feel like some people go the sandpaper route or sanding sponge route. Some people go the glass file route, like the whatchamacallit, gun primer, glass files and stuff. I think there might be some other options. Some people use like a hobby knife. It kind of depends on your own preference. I recommend kind of trying different methods and then seeing what works for you. Thanks for tagging people that were there on IG. Gave them all a follow. Nice. I tried to. I might have missed people on that. I'm not sure, but the ones that I saw that were written down, I tried to. How the mighty have fallen. I was really close to. It's been a couple years. Where's runner F? A couple years for me since the last time I built one. And I looked at the manual for a part, and I'm pretty sure that was what cost me the win. There's this one part I wasn't totally sure on. I should have studied that piece a little more carefully beforehand, I guess. So ordered something for you guys recently, shipped pretty fast. We try to get stuff out the door pretty quickly. Usually within a day, give or take. Little each methods depending on what I'm doing or working on. Yeah, I think there's no one perfect solution. Certain things work better for certain circumstances. Yeah, I'm ordering some things tonight. Cool, thank you. Ships hella fast, thanks. Been a while. What's everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, Ethan? Nick, looking forward to recording an interview this Friday. I've already finished 2 interviews and they turned out great. Get ready to have your mobile suit knowledge tested too. Oh, great. Where'd you get your MG Heavyarms Custom from? P Bandai, USP Bandai. I ordered directly from them because I didn't want to overpay. I patiently waited for a reprint and then grabbed them. And I'm glad I did, because I would have way overpaid if I bought them on eBay or something. Yeah, more to the Tall Geese next, nice. Barbatos Lupus, nice, Mark D. But see, yeah, overall the event today went very well. I enjoyed myself, best I can tell. Everybody who came enjoyed themselves as well. A few people that are on here now that were there maybe can chime in on their opinions or whether they enjoyed it or not or whatnot, but it was a solid event, I think. Do they still have any in stock? No, most of the P Bandai stuff, it's limited runs, so they decide to do a run, they sell it all as like a pre-order, and then they might come back and try again later. Like, I bet it will get done again eventually. It just might be a year from now or two. Or more, I'm not sure. What's up, Nathan Lovano? But yeah, it was a good day. Busy day. My morning, I was at the dojo teaching. Rushed home, showered, rushed back out to get there and start for the day. And then we mostly reset the warehouse afterwards, and then came home, you know, like maybe an hour to catch my breath and eat dinner, and then back up here for the stream. So very busy day. Lyle was telling me he had a cool time. I'm glad to hear that. It was cool seeing the kids there. Some horror building going on. Did you ever get Tall Geese 2? I have I think I have the MG Tall Geese 2. I think I have that here. Paid by my wife from buying any kits. Estimate my backlog $6,500. Only if she knew I had more on the way. Ouch. One of these days, I think we need to do a video on tips to help when the significant other doesn't build or whatever. How to work your situation, because some people have it figured out, I think, and some people have a hard time. What's up, John Lassiter? Nike, what's up? I wish I could have made the open house, but it would have been a long drive from the Detroit area. Yeah, that would have been a very, very long drive. What's up, Fernando? I hate when they put nubs right on like a line. It's really hard to sand them out. Still looking for entries for the submissions page? Always. Always. I could always use more. We've got a pretty healthy number, although we got a lot from like a couple individuals submitted a lot. Well, that's great. I'm gonna drop a piece. What I say is we got a lot from several individuals, so I'll be spacing those out over a longer period of time. So it doesn't become one person's page for a while, but it's always good to have have options. Lets me kind of theme things out or space things out when I get multiples that are similar or what have you. Partner the Transformer collector, so I'm lucky they don't complain about my backlog. Nice. MG Heavyarms has always been one of my favorite suits. Same here. I don't think you can go wrong with the giant Gatling gun or Gatling guns, as is the case on this one. Transformers are so expensive for collectors' wallets. Transformers, especially like new in box Transformers from the old, they are quite pricey. What is your favorite Gundam mobile suit that you have built, and what is your favorite series? So favorite that I've built, I mean, this might be one of them. The Master Grade Heavyarms. I've built the non-custom variety. It was one of my early builds, and I think it's still kind of one of my favorites. As far as series, Gundam Wing is probably my favorite from a nostalgia factor, because it was like the first one for me. But 8th MS Team is probably my favorite. Outside of that, just like the gritty realness. Just curious, how many of you are out on the West Coast and thinking about going to SCGMC this year? The big Southern California Gundam model contest or something. I'm still contemplating whether I'm flying out there or not. Might be cool to do like a Mecha Warehouse meetup or something, like the day before, or the night before or something. Or the night of, I suppose, depending on how things go. Paid $80 for leader class Skylinks, and now they're going for anywhere from 125 to 200. Yeah, some good investments there potentially. I wish I had known about that when I was a kid. I would have stacked them deep. UC designs always the best, in my opinion. Love blocky, menacing mobile suits, and they did them the best. Favorite Gundam mobile suit that does not have a kit. That's a tough one. There's a few. I feel like the rest of the wing grunts need a suit, and I'd probably say Ares or the Virgo. As far as I know, neither has excuse me, has a kit, but would be awesome to have it. Augustus, I forgot about that comp I used to drive out there from Vegas. Nice. Thinking about flying out there. The flights aren't too bad. Hotels didn't look that bad, but it is a pretty big commitment, time and energy wise. And just traveling with the world the way it is just seems like more hassle than perhaps I really want. But I might be able to deal with it. Flame Toys Transformer kits are pretty sweet, and a nice change of pace from Gundam kits. I would agree there. The one I've built was very nice. G-Moon is an awesome kit. Think about buying another one to build. Nice. I still need to do mine. People keep saying such good things about it. But I really need to spend the time and build one. all HG revive wing kits, wing Decite Heavy Arms and Sandrock. I have to do a revive of Shenlong soon. I bet they will. Should do another run. New revision of the MG Akui. Got hooked on the goofy thing from the old PS1 game battle, so nice. This runner's almost done. So I need XP 32 and 33. Maybe doing decals in this kit? Yes, I will. Probably not right away after I finish the snap build, but I most likely will gloss coat and water slide, like most of my other wing kits. What grits are you using for sanding? So I've got 4, I think it's like 400, 600, 1000, and 1500. And I think the 400 I probably could do without, but sometimes it's nice when you've got a lot of material to remove. Which show is the Barbatoris from? I do not know. Wish they would do all the Gundam eyes like they did Moon Gundam. Interesting. What's the eyes like? And by the way, thank you for the sub, John McNeil. I think that was before the stream started actually. And Third River 91. Thank you as well. What's up, Barry? What does it benefit to clear coat before decals? It helps them slide better, especially if you sanded and stuff. The gloss coat lets things move around on the surface better. Hello, how did open house went? Open house was good. Had a good showing, some awesome builds were brought out. Speed build contest went well despite me not winning, and yeah, I think it was a good day overall. And so far it sounds like everybody who came had a good time. No one has yet said no, it sucked, but I guess they probably wouldn't tell me that. My backlog is hating me at the moment. I've had the Sosby waiting on water slides for almost for a month and a half. Most of my kit's been waiting on water slides, probably going on close to a year. One thing I realized today after talking to some people is that I definitely don't spend as much time building as some of you guys do. I basically do my like 2 hours a week on the stream and sometimes a few hours another day during the weekend. But it sounds like some of you guys spend like multiple hours every day, which is crazy. One of the crazy, was it Gundam Gunpla Bo-Katan, I think? Did he had 2 builds. One was a MG EXS and the other one was an MG Zaku, I think, that he painted in a Dragon Ball Z theme. And like, I think they were like, one of the builds might have been like 200 hours, I think he said when I asked him. It was crazy. Hey Nick, want to sell your PGGPO1? I do not. I definitely plan on finishing that. 2 kids. I do not have multiple hours a day to do anything besides be exhausted. I feel your pain there. Code got us all spoiled to taking hours to just build. That's true. Hey y'all, been a minute. Finally got a Friday off. Nice. Richard Fearing, Nick, what do you think of the Gundam Universe figures? Not much, because I just haven't handled them. I think they're a neat idea for people that want to be able to put a Gundam on the shelf or tinker around with one and not have to build it themselves. I'm not sure how it fits in for a lot of Gundam builders. Gunpla builders. One of my favorite builds of all time has been the OG Ailstrike MG, and the Moon seconds it. Nice. Work 40 hours a week. I build when I get off for 4 hours in a day on the weekends. That's all I do. That's a lot, Corey. I'm not gonna lie. I'm jealous. It was a great time. I love seeing other people's builds in person and talking to other builders in person. Yeah, it was great to put a lot of faces to names. There's a lot of names that I recognized once I got talking to people. It was cool to finally interact with those people in real life. How posable are those Gundam figures compared to a model kit? Not sure. I haven't been able to play with any of them. Any MG ground Gundam on the way? I don't think so immediately, but next week will be the better time to ask because I'm getting confirmation on my fall orders hopefully this week. So once I have that, I'll know for sure what is supposed to be coming at the end of the year. Of course, there's never any real guarantee that they come when they say they're going to come, but it's fun and addicting. How do I reply to someone in chat? That I'm not sure on. I have 40 hours, but I have an hour drive to work and from work, so after all said and done, I have 2 hours to spend with the wife in bed. So still have people that won't leave you alone. I get mad when I have to go to town. That's real life. Articulation is not too bad, about on par with HG kit, but they are larger, around 6 inches tall. Cool. Got my Tallgeese orders some sponges to try out. Nice, Jason. What's up, Lord Tiger? You built the MG GM Sniper 2, if so, what are your thoughts on it? I'm thinking about purchasing one, and I'm hoping the HD version comes back out. I have not built it. I've heard really good things about it, though. It seems to be a popular kit. I want to build one. I think all those, like, those GMs in that era of build were pretty good. Nick, do you polish sanded parts? I just do the sanding that I show here. I don't usually sand any more than on here. I don't really consider it polishing. I'm just kind of trying to get that nub to disappear. And then I'll put a gloss coat, decals, panel line, and then matte coat for one like this that I don't plan on building. The background is awesome. It's pretzel.rocks. It's the Epic Station, I think. And this song is going on right now is Memories Aren't What They Used to Be by James Flamestar, for what it's worth. Gita, AAB, evening everyone. Thanks, Nick and Orion. Got my Nightingale, nice. I recently got into this hobby, and I have to admit that it was not as challenging as I was expecting. My first kit was a HG Barbatos, and I'm looking forward to getting some more. Nice, welcome to the hobby. Should take part in the raffles in Japan. Those prices are dope. Andrew Osborne, as much as I want to buy another kit, I need to invest in a glass display case. My cats are getting a bit too curious in my kits. I need something to have them displayed safely. I feel that. I don't build too much due to nerve issues in my hand, but I collect a lot from and build what I can. Build the Dark Army I got from you last time. Then next up, the Haro Builder, Haro Loader. Haro Loader is a really cool kit. It's a really trippy puzzle game. It's basically lucid dreaming puzzles. HG was Gundam F91, that was neat and solid build. First RG was New Gundam, first MG was disqualification Custom from them as well. It's nice. That's a good master grade. Doing that first drawing in a minute or two. Probably want to finish these parts. Dusty builds, am I right, people? Seriously, I'm so lazy to dust all my kids. Oh, sorry I'm late. How'd open house go, Nick? It went well. Good turnout. A lot of fun. Which sanding set do you recommend to buy off Mecha? There are so many options, and I think they're all pretty comparable for the most part. The Disbay one that we restocked, the Disbay sanding sponge sets that we just restocked, have a nice case they come in, and they seem to be really popular. I imagine they're pretty good, and you can kind of refill each size individually if you find that you're using certain sizes more than others and stuff, or not sizes, grits rather. One of these days I'll get to sit down and compare and contrast all of our sanding products or something. It's got to be our most popular set though that people buy. I'm just not sure if that's because everybody fanboys over Disbay products. Or if it's because it's especially good. A few kids watching the stream, but now I can say I've installed new piping and a sink wall here. That's pretty cool, I suppose. There's not many people who can say that. I was checking in between the stream and Star Wars Marathon on TNT. Nice. I'm definitely enjoying video sanding product comparisons for Mecha. Yeah, it's definitely something I want to do. I really need time. I gotta get this hiring thing behind me. That's eating a lot of my time. I've been getting a ton of restocks in, and just a lot of stuff going on in general. Looking forward to when the Disbay mini vac gets stocked. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. Seen the Star Wars Visions episodes? I have not. Good grit of sandpaper to use for nub removal. 400 or 600, 1000, 1500 is what I use. But of course, there's other options out there. You can get me those Vortex paint mixers. Who are the Vortex paint mixers from? I probably can. I just need to figure it out, I suppose. Okay, let's figure out this first draw. So we have called 110 people here, give or take. 4 prizes as usual, first draw. So first draw, let's put up a number in the chat between 1 and 1500. So put a number in the chat between 1 and 1500. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. I'll draw numbers in a moment. And remember, I only ship to US addresses. So if you're not in the US and you enter, just be prepared that you might have to figure out what to do with the kit. What's up, Foggy? Man, no wonder my sanding took so long. I was using 3600. Yeah, it's a little high. That's good as like a finish level. I say super hyped to get my order from you guys. Thanks, Roy. Starting with the high range again, A. Yeah, so we usually start with a pretty high range and then decrease it with each draw as the prizes go and we get closer to the end. I figure the chance of winning should be higher towards the end, but you don't want to miss the beginning because there's a chance that they could go at the beginning and then you don't get the chance later. So tweaking that number, it would have been higher based on how I've been calculating them. So I decided to shrink it a little bit, see if that helps get a win or two earlier. What if somebody picks the same number as you? Great question, Aaron. We flip the Mecha Warehouse challenge coin if we've got a tie, which in my opinion is way more fun than just somebody winning it usually. You settle it in the Thunderdome. Okay, D4. Does anyone know what HG Strike Gundam has? The big sword? I do not know. Gunpla Battle. How cool would it be if Gunpla Battle was a real thing? I would be all over that. Alright, that is a runner eliminated. It's always fun. So if everyone have I missed anything? Not too much. About to do the draw. If you get a number in between 1 and 1500 in the next moment or two, you might have a chance to win one of the kits we're giving away. Call time here in a moment. Let's get that random number generator queued up. I am really looking forward to sleeping tonight, I have to say. Been going so fast today. Cut hands your runner nippers? If so, ball or move. I've cut, if you count every Maganac I've done, 50 plus kits off of runners that way, and I've never had a problem. It's just being careful, I think, more than anything. Maybe a little bit lucky. But if I destroy my God hands after 50 kits, I think I'm happy. It's only like $1 and change per kit. It's not too bad. All right, calling time. We're gonna draw 4 prizes, 4 numbers. So first one will be for the Kimaris Vidar. There you go, 761. Second is 966. That's for the RG 78. 1428 for the HG Infinite Justice. And 1390 for the Cerebus file, gray Cerebus file from Dispay. So those are our four numbers for this round. If anybody wants to check and let me know if we have a winner. And then I can confirm And if nobody's won, then we will draw again in a little bit. To answer your question, ray guns, I do not oil my nippers. I probably should, but I haven't had an issue. But I'm not exactly in a high humidity environment here. 150 kit after 50 kits, totally worth it to use God hands. Yeah, it's not too bad. I've heard of people breaking them far sooner, so there is some risk there, but I guess I'm careful or something. All high, yeah, a lot of high numbers this time. We're all losers. How does a glass filer work? I haven't used a glass file. I think it's just a file, but I think it's a glass type material. Appreciate Nick doing the stream even after the open house. Yeah, today super cool to power through. I'd be too lazy to deal with us. Yeah, I'm just a glutton for punishment. I don't want to drop these streams if I don't have to. It's been a couple weeks where I've needed to take it off for one reason or another. But I want to build anyways, so it forces me to do it. Kind of unwind a little bit. So I ask if you ever had to sharpen or how long they lasted. Just picked up a pair. I haven't sharpened or done anything with these. I've just been, I don't want to say abusing them because I've obviously been treating them right, but I've just cut. I try not to cut too close to the end if I can avoid it. And, you know, try not to cut through the runners itself and just the nubs. And I double cut everything. Any update on what you're doing for the charity stream? I don't know yet, Erfig. Artie, I hope you do more open houses. I got to make the drive and see the warehouse. You should. We definitely should. Third River, just closest number, get a prize. No, it's got to be dead on. So we'll draw, we'll pick new numbers again. We're going to shrink that number range each time until we give them all away or we run out of time. I prefer my Disbay nippers to my God hands. I think I'd strongly consider Disbay over God hand if I were buying again because of the price difference. I need to try Disbay at some point. I've just been too lazy to do it. And if it's not broke, why fix it kind of thing. In a high humidity environment, have the cheap God hand nippers. Looks like the Bandai built up nipper. Should I oil them? It probably can't hurt to oil them. Just depend. I mean, if you see rust on, if you were to leave a steel tool out and it were to rust on your desk, then you probably should. Injection molding, so I just snag a new pair of nippers when mine start to dull. Heavyarms said he wants his other leg. He'll get it when he gets a chance, when I get a chance. I'll pop the spring for my pair of God hands. Thankfully I found it again, but yeah, so they've been my glorious weapons against unruly plastic. Browser froze, the number's been called yet. They have been. The four numbers 761, 966, 1428, and 1390. As far as I know, there's no winners. I don't like my Disbay nippers as much like God hands. I think people prefer one or the other. Any timeline when the next Delphi order comes in? The order was placed on Thursday, Friday? I think it was Thursday. So the order is placed. I imagine they'll ship soon. So it might be this week. It might be next week, unless something delays it. I don't know whether sharpening the God hands are even an option. Sharpening is always an option. It's just whether it's worth it or not. I think somebody asked how many kits I've done somewhere in there too. I read it and I must not have answered, I think. So I don't have an exact count, but I've got maybe like 24 in my case, plus 40 Magnacs maybe, somewhere in that ballpark. So probably about 60. If you count the Magnacs as separate kits, even though they came in 40 of them and basically 36 of them in one box. They've got 70 kits with Tamiya nips and they're great. Cool, yeah, I think if you treat them right and you don't abuse them, they should. Good nippers should last a while. You just need to try the Mr. Easy nippers. It's like a nail cutter for Gundam, it's amazing. Only like $5 to $10. Those would be my go-to travel nipper because they look like nail clippers. You could stick them in your toiletry bag and someone would just think you've got a need for really weird toenail clippers. Use my hair clipper oil on my God hands to me is I only oil them every month or so. When I'm done using them, I always brush them off and put them back in the case. Mechanics, I take care of my tools. Yeah, that's a good way to go. I wish I could be that diligent. I haven't needed it, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. I've had the same cheap pair of dollar store tester nippers for the past 2 decades. Wow. Mr. Easy nippers are my first pair of nippers. Cool. New Tamiya here, wondered about oil. Yeah, I think oil makes sense. If you want to. But I'd probably find the right kind of like tool oil or something. With all the open house stuff, did you still karate today? Yes, I still taught this morning. So I got up, taught a class at 9:30, taught a class at 10:30 to 12. Left from the warehouse, snagged some, ran through the drive-thru, grabbed some food, got home, really super fast shower, headed back out, got to the warehouse maybe like 20-ish minutes before the event started. The final round of prep, and then we opened the doors and had the event. So I've been going pretty much nonstop since, I don't know, like 8:30 or so this morning when I got up. Other than that brief intermission for dinner and a little bit of family time before the stream. So I want to get off the stream after and then go sleep. I could use it. Do you have any other teachers at your dojo or just yourself? Just me. My wife's helped in teaching classes. I've had a few other people like assistant teach, but nobody else like teaches classes besides me right now. Hair clipper oil is meant to be put on metal contacts, so it's perfect for nippers. Yeah, it's a pretty good option. I mean, any sort of oil, I guess, that's designed for metal on metal friction would probably be good. But I mean, really, I think more than anything, it's the repelling the water and moisture. It would be worthwhile to add VCI paper to my nipper sheath. Gun cleaning oil, that would work too. Are you getting your students involved in Gunpla? No, not really. Wait, what? What I missed? What do you teach? I teach karate. Kyokushin karate. Full contact. It's actually part of my Gunpla origin story, actually, because I was in Japan for a world championship when I discovered Gunpla and remembered my childhood joy of Gundam. You run a Gundam store and do karate. Cool. Yeah. I've also been pretty big into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu the past, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it's been. Before Mecha Warehouse, Nick used to build tanks and was a ninja. I think that's his origin story, at least. I never built tanks, but close. I work in injection molding. I'd love to work in a Gundam facility. That'd be really cool. Billy, what kind of injection molding do you do? I don't know what you call the different, what you would call it for the stuff that is essentially Gunpla, but I know the tools or the molds are considered different, and the technology is a little bit different between doing something like a Gunpla runner versus a like housing for an electronics device or something where you're producing a few you know, only a few cavities per mold or whatever you call it. Tanks, gun scopes, what's the difference? You gotta spice it up a little bit. There you go. Okay, leg number 2. Starting on the foot. 2021-27. Tool and die making. Because I talked at one point, I just entertained the thought of what it would take to make our own kit. And I talked to some rapid prototyping places and stuff, places that do injection molding, and it sounds like the molding for these kind of runners is somewhat specialized because of the size of the parts and the quantity per runner. The heat involved or something is a different game to some of the other injection molding that's done out there, and you really kind of need a I don't know, a shop that does that kind of stuff right. Oh yeah, I had to show a little like automotive electroplating trim parts for GM, Toyota, etc. Ah, cool. Work in plastic injection molding as well. I'd love just to tour a Gundam facility. Cool. I'm a machinist, and tool and die making is the process of making the molds. Cool. We discussed the numbers of the prizes. We did the first draw. It sounds like nobody won the first draw, though. We'll be doing another one very soon. This BGM is like lo-fi Tetris theme. What I do and how Gundam runners are made are probably similar, except especially with ABS. Current song is a nice violin version of the Tetris music. Yes, Tetris and chill. Tetris is such a great game. Should open a robot model factory here in the States, but I have no money, mechanical design ability, business acumen. Yeah, you only really need one of those 3 things because you could probably get the other 3. You watch Hathaway yet, Nick? I have not, Jason. I really want to. Just been way too busy. That was the showcase. It was good. We had a pretty good turnout. It was a lot of fun. Saw some awesome builds. Most, if not all of them, are up on the stories. Didn't think you were streaming. Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment. Gotta give some love to the portion of my audience that can't drive to the warehouse to I'm already looking forward to the vlog for today's event. Santana filmed a whole lot of stuff. I think that's going to be fun. Did Mrs. Mecha bake cookies for the open house? We were hoping to. I was hoping that she would, but it didn't happen. Just been so busy. She's been pretty slammed too, helping me out and just trying to keep the fort under control. Finish this trippy game. It's called Superliminal. Pretty neat. Cool. Finish on part quality and quantity. Looking at the flow of the plastic on the runners. Bandai focuses on the quantity over quality. Yeah, it's an interesting balance between the two. I think they do pretty good compared to a lot of model manufacturers. But I imagine they have to err at least a little bit on the side of quantity to keep the costs where they need to be. Sebastian, do you have time between your business, family, karate, and other responsibilities to find time for yourself? Not really. Most of those activities I consider time for myself, but I'm just very, very busy most of the time. I'm hoping when I get this new person hired that I'll be able to take some time off here and there and recharge. But I'm not sure how long it'll be after that hire before I can get somebody trained up enough that I'm confident to just kind of step off the grid. To build it. Nick, if you do another event, would you consider live streaming it? Definitely. I need more support, I think, in order to do that, because you almost need somebody to like man the stream, so to speak. And unfortunately, Orion and Dylan were both occupied today, so it was basically Santana, myself, and my wife. So Kate was kind of manning the door, Santana had the camera, and I was wandering around trying to be useful. Really could have used some more bodies today, but maybe next time we'll be able to. Sitting here, I designed the process running all sorts of plastic, PC, ABS, now on PP. The list is all expanded, but like you said, quality over quantity. He's kind enough to share his personal hobbies with us. Yeah, this is kind of like my personal time. Haven't been able to do it for a few weeks, but been trying on like Sundays usually to sit down with the family and like do some building and just kind of hang out and have some unplugged family time. But the last, I don't know, almost month or so has been really busy. A lot going on between various events and just responsibilities and stuff. Hopefully get that attic hobby space finished in the next few weeks maybe, and then I'll have space and time to do some of that at home. Definitely important to take time for yourself. I appreciate the stream, the willingness to offer an open warehouse. I think it was good. If I/you were close, I would happily volunteer to help at events and whatnot. Well, I appreciate that. It's amazing where it brings people from all walks of life together and we're able to share a passion. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of good people in this hobby from all I can tell. A lot of people willing to help each other and all that good stuff. Okay. I feel like this foot should bend up more so than it should bend down. Sure, when they make the runners for MG and PG kits, they spend more time. The quality of most of the kits are getting painted anyway. I think they put effort in. I mean, if you compare to like model kits from a lot of traditional model companies that do like more traditional models, I think we're doing pretty good for the Bandai stuff. Okay, so draw number 2. Let's half that number range. So let's put a number in the chat, this time between 1 and 750. 1 and 750. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. If we get a tie, we'll flip a coin, do all that good stuff. And remember, I only ship to addresses in the US. So if you're not in the US and you win, just be prepared for that. But same thought about the foot, Nick. Yeah, it seems like it should be pretty simple there. Grab any of the Gundam X Nike kits. I managed to get a Banshee 40 minutes after pre-orders opened. I did not, but I'm not really a huge sneaker fan. Not really into Nike sneakers or anything like that. I'm not like a Jordans or whatever kind of guy. Haven't had Nike since I was probably like 12 or something. I think they're overpriced sneakers. I can see why people think they're cool, but not really my thing. And the overinflated aftermarket prices seem a little nuts. You seem like you enjoy a nice pair of DCs or Etnies. Haven't worn any of those shoes either, actually. I wore Vans for a while. Vans were go-to because they're like indestructible shoes, and they can look kind of dressy. They're not bad for like a work environment or something. But my recent go-to have actually been minimalist sneakers. Barefoot sneakers, I think you might call them. Xero, Xero, I think is the name of the brand. They're kind of cool. And they're supposed to be better for your feet or something. Something fancy like that. Took a little getting used to though. So someone selling Eclipse for $150 yesterday, just started laughing. Yeah, the aftermarket Gunpla prices, the whole scalper thing is getting ridiculous. Hey everyone, what's up, Anthony? All right. So I'm going to draw here in a moment. Get ready to call time. Let's get the random number generator ready. You plan on carrying any of the HD or FM Kyokai Senki kits coming out later this year? Closest thing we're getting to a new Gundam series, not counting the Breaker and IBO OVAs. Yeah, I think I have them on order. I'll be getting my confirmations next week, I think. So hopefully I'll know what's coming in and get pre-orders up and stuff soon. Buy $10 shoes from Walmart for work and casual outings. I pull out the $10 shoes for dates. Of course. Nice. Done any Neon Genesis Evangelion kits? I haven't done any Evangelion stuff. Interestingly though, I've got a bunch of HG Ava kits I think just shipped, which is pretty cool. Okay, calling time. Time is up in the chat. Okay, 4 numbers. First one, 628. Or sorry, 625. Apparently dyslexic. 625 for the Kimaris Vidar. 456 for the RG Arc 78. 261 for the Infinite Justice. Pin it today, Nick. I have to say they're very nice. They did come out nice. It's the same parent company that does the coins. They do a very good job. And 584 for the Cerebus Gray. So the numbers are again 625, 456, 261, 584. If you guys want to check and let me know if we got any winners, and if not, we will draw again shortly. That was so close. Bummer. Really missed that last one. Bummer. Dude, 456 closest I've been, 20 off. Dope. Dope. So close yet so far. What were the numbers? Numbers again: 625, 456, 261, 584. Got lucky one time and tied the guy. Nick flipped a coin and the other guy won. It's happened a few times. Okay, the Witch from Mercury is a new Gundam series alongside the IBO stuff and Kukuru's Doan's Island movie. I need to read up on all this new stuff coming. Okay, B21. Check mail and missed this one, by the way. What were the numbers in the first draw? I watched, but no one put them in chat. First draw was 761, 966, 1428, and 1390, but I don't think anyone won. Please let me win the justice. Got to hope for the deity of luck or whatever to help you out on that one. Okay, J, I need J13. Any news on potential restock for Buster MG Dual Assault Shroud? Only lacking those two of the original 5 Gundams and Seed. I haven't seen them for sure. Or MG God Gundam either. I'm not sure. Really the time to ask will be next week once I get that confirmation for the fall. Because I don't think there's any of those right now, but some of them might be on that list once confirmed. I think at some point here we're going to start putting what we have on order maybe up on the Discord in another channel. I have to make a final decision on that. Once I've got some help maybe to sort and post that stuff. Just there's going to be that big asterisk that we don't know when that stuff's coming in or if it could get canceled. But the Heavyarms you're building and the standard release orange one the same minus accessories. Yeah, Crazy Rabbit is basically the exact same kit. The only difference is the coloration and a few parts that get swapped. The added weapons, I think there might be a few other slight mechanical changes, but I'm not sure. I think the shoulder spikes is still the same. So it could just be purely the weapons and backpack, basically. So I assume the backpack's different. No, the backpack looks basically the same. So yeah, it looks like it's the weapons, basically. Shout out to Ryan for packing shipping my gun primer kit. Here's MG kit is the same as the EW MG kit. It's the color and weapons are different. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure on minor details, but I think that's true. You get Epion and Tallgeese in stock as master grades. The Epion just arrived, actually. They'll be restocking on Friday. The master grade Tallgeese we have on order. We're not getting very many, though, and I don't know exactly when they're going to arrive. But we got a decent number. Not as many as I'd like, because I'd like tons, but the Epion's definitely in. Any updates on High New? No updates yet on the High New. Okay, C1, 7 and 8. Is my name going to be in top right corner until someone new subs? Probably. Really, it's until someone new who's got their sub set as visible, I think. Because I'm pretty sure people subscribe that don't get shown. And it's because they have some sort of privacy setting on. So many bullets, so many missiles. I love EW Heavyarms. It is a good mobile suit. This one I think I'm going to display with everything open when I get it done. So you got some V2 weapons in this week. Is the V2 armor coming back soon as well? It might be. I know I got some other re-rise stuff, I think, on the way. But the regular release version saves you almost $100 if you don't mind having one gun instead of 2 double barrel ones. And it's only if you buy it on the secondary market. If you buy it from P Bandai, like I did, it wasn't that much more than the regular kit, because it was basically normal retail price. Hopefully tonight I'll have some B-Day luck with my number. Good luck, Chance. Gotta have 2 double Gatlings, bruh. Guns are key. I'm debating, but I think when I do my E-Gel unit, I might take a spare Heavyarms Custom I have and steal the guns. Trick is getting one from P Bandai before they sell out. Yes, that is definitely the key. How do you store your paints when not in use? Do you keep them on your desktop or storage case of sorts? So my paints, I've got I use Vallejo Mecha. Vallejo sells a set of all the paints that come in a case, and that's basically what I use to store them. It's like an 80-piece set, 72-piece set, something like that. So it's basically got foam with cutouts for all the paints, and I keep them in there. When I finish my attic hobby room, I'll probably be getting some sort of rack to keep them more easily accessible and organized that way. But I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with regards to that yet. Never buy P-Bandai from scalpers, never worth it. It's really true, never buy anything from scalpers. Almost every kit gets reprinted at some point. And I mean, that's what backlogs are for. Build your backlog when kits are available at good prices from reputable places, and then stash them away for a rainy day. Do you know if you'll get that set back in stock? I have some ordered, Mark. I just don't know when they will they'll be coming around again, but they should be. If you'll get that set back, and I've already answered that one. I got scam time buying from an ad off of Facebook. That's a bummer. Mr. Javier Tamiya ammo by MIG makes a really nice wall mount rack for paint. That's what I use. They're like 20 bucks and holds 60 paints. That's cool. I think Vallejo makes racks for their paints. I think there's also some, was it Artie Station and Hobby Zone, or some other options out there. I think I might at one point want to carry those products, so I'm gonna look into that at some point. You know, if MG grunts are less common than Gundam kits, I never find any GMs at my hobby shop. I think it's just what they've printed when. Like White Whales, the GPO3 Dendrobium. I want a high grade Dendrobium bad. I'd love to do that for my charity stream, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get one at a good price anytime soon. G-Tall Geeks will sell like hotcakes. They will, especially where we're getting far less than we need. They give me like less than 10% of what I ordered for the MG Tall Geese, so that kind of stinks. Hopefully I'll get more next time around. Both times in my car, but P-Band I say it sucks and crashes. I do big releases. Seems like that's happening more and more. It's maybe a common complaint lately. Example kit, but there's only third-party options or a B Club kit. Yeah, there's not a lot of options for that at all. I don't think. All right. Foot number 2 is done. Order anything from P-Bandai since my RG Toggies 2 and Heavy Equipment Pale Rider. I feel like I've been grabbing stuff a lot more recently. I'll probably be slowing down though. Although I say that, they'll release something cool. Except for the Unicorn Nike kits, but gave it because I knew the site was gonna crash. It's kind of disappointing. They really should fix that. are we at here? I need 19 and 20. And XB29. We're gonna hear people complaining about the pband.us site crashing. Certain spots. Bots are definitely a part of it. Be getting any MG Psycho Zaku, Nick? I think I've got some ordered. I won't know if I get the confirmation yet, though, until this coming week. Where do you even get a bot to do that? Everyone, good luck to staying. I'm calling it a night. See you later. See you later, Joe Random. Have a good night. Sneaker bots. Somewhat illegal to use bots for scalping purposes. What law would that be breaking, though? Might be against terms of service. I don't know of any anti-bot laws. People use bots to buy sneakers and they drop and then flip them for hundreds of dollars. But I mean, like, who puts out these bots? Is there some consortium of scalper support people that are selling bots to people? Gun PBN every time I try, you just gotta keep clicking more times. I've gotten kits like 30 minutes after orders open, and it says sold out. System takes forever to process orders. See you later, Fac. It's a Dylan, Skynet. A bunch of scalper groups. I bet. That constitute racketeering? I'm not sure. They don't sell their bots, but sell the services of the bots. Shenlong, do you think the extendable arms will be hard to pose? Which one, Kevin? The MG Shenlong, the arm doesn't extend that far. It's really something that goes on the arm. So it's not too bad. I'm not sure about the Ultron. I think the Ultron has more extension on its fang. Order where I put my birthday in. Where do I put my birthday in? What do you mean pockets? I'm not sure I understand. You have usually people selling servers and bots to people. They just charge ridiculous for shipping. Or they're selling access to their bots rather than the bot itself. Buy PBAN, I do have to pay for a membership. No, it's just like any other website. Maybe get birthday discounts, but don't know how to get that where I put my date of birth in. So it's on the order confirmation page, I believe. But if you're not placing an order, send me a DM and I can send you a link directly to a page to put it in. Is the box art for the Gundam Virtue been unveiled yet? I'm not sure. More like you go on P-Bandit during release windows and fight the site as it crashes. That sounds about right. I think it really depends on which release it is, though. A lot of the ones I've jumped on haven't been that bad. I haven't had to deal with any of the crashes, but maybe I'm been lucky or it's been a while. Alright, E3. I'm honestly glad I stumbled upon the site and my main sites don't. I didn't realize P-Bandai is the US site. GP one of my favorites. Yeah, definitely you want to go with the US one too. Actually cost me a couple kits during the expo, but typically I don't have issues. Yeah, I guess I didn't go after anything super popular during the expo either. Probably was a factor. Most of my orders for the Gundam Expos here, but the night situation was weird. I tried multiple times through the night and morning, and the link was broken to the site. Is sold out in seconds, so I think availability is the biggest issue. Definitely is a factor. Put up numbers for third drawing in a moment. Start asking again, but Tall Geese and Epion MG restock next week. Epion Master Grade, Tall Geese, no, not yet, I don't think. The Epions have arrived. We checked them in Friday. Master Grade Tall Geese, I know I have some ordered, but they haven't shown up yet. HD Age kits be coming yet. Until I get that confirmation next week, I don't know what's coming that hasn't already been ordered. Buy two of every kit I actually can get off P-Bandai so I can help out a friend. It's not a bad idea. And I already busted out my tinfoil hat to run my bot conspiracy theories. Nike did a Magic the Gathering crossover. The only people that really got them were ones looking to resell at a huge price. That's super disappointing. They should put in some sort of like anti-bot feature. I'm sure there's a way to limit the ability of somebody to use a bot on your website like that. All right, let's do the next draw. So let's put a number this time between 1 and 250. We've still got all 4 prizes. I want to get those prizes moving. So number between 1 and 240, 1 number per person. And yeah, only shipped to US addresses. I think that's all the stuff. Can you tell that my brain is going? Okay, 14, 15, 19. You said 1 to 250, 1 to 240. Oh man, did I really do that? I'd believe it. I'm losing my mind. So if you've already answered, any idea when the battle log kits will be coming in? Nope. I don't even know how many I'm getting yet. I think they have months assigned. I'd have to look it up. What's the range? 1 to 250. Although apparently one time I said 1 to 240, but it's 1 to 250. Nick needs a nap. I definitely need a nap. A nice 8-hour nap. Today was an above average day in terms of how much stuff going on. I built one of these Mega Man kits or any Kotobukiya Zone of the Ender kits. I have not. I need some water and a long 12-hour nap. Water I could definitely use. My beverage ran out and I don't want to get up. So if my wife's listening to this, maybe she'll come bring me some water. Get ready to do these draw. Nick needs a mini fridge in the stream room. That'd be nice. I also need a mini fridge at the warehouse, actually. I've got one in the basement that needs to get moved for that. Okay, getting ready to call time. At least I'm not forgetting to do that. Bandai probably doesn't care about scalpers too much. They just want to sell out a limited kit ASAP rather than hold on to kits. Make a set profit anyway. I mean, that certainly helps them. Okay, time is called. All right, let's draw these numbers. Okay, so first up, 194. 194 for the Kimaris Vidar. 208 for the RG RX78. 208. Oh, I should put this on screen. 142. Hey.
I have some water.
If it's official, I'm stocking you.
Yay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
That worked well. Where was I? 142 for the Infinite Justice Gundam. 142 Infinite Justice. And last one, 247 for the Cerebus File Gray. That's so cute. There we go. So 4 numbers, 194, 208, 142, 247. Let me know if anyone was a winner, and I will confirm for you. The boys water required. It's almost as good as the I think it was the charity stream this year. I think I was randomly talking about how milkshakes are cool, and I got a milkshake randomly. She made one and brought it to me. It was awesome. Awesome. Mini Mecha giving you a refresher. Yep. Well, you all are in luck. Microsoft said they're dropping details on the Xbox mini fridge next month. Blair with 142 looks like. That was pretty cool. Your kid brought the water right when you needed it. Perhaps they were listening. My wife's probably listening. She typically watches the stream. She apparently watches all my videos too. She apparently doesn't get enough of me. I think that's a sign I need to spend less time at the warehouse. But, kind of cool. I'll confirm that win in a moment. Do we have any other winners or just the one? Wow, I think your wife has a crush on you. Yeah, something like that, I guess. I guess she's not sick of me yet. That's good, I think. Time to draw again. We'll be doing the last draw at the end of the stream. Okay, let's confirm. It's a Blair with 142. All right, Blair. Congrats on winning the Infinite Justice. So Blair, send me a DM or email nick@mechawarehouse.com with your details, and I'll get that out to you. We will ship it on Monday. It's good because that was a kit left over from last week, so we'll hopefully give the other 3 away when we do the final draw of the night in a little bit. Kind of crazy to think that the stream is getting close to being over for the night. This flew by. Stream time works well to fit in a build between baby falling asleep and when partner's ready to watch a movie or something. Glad the timing works out for you. Stream time works well. No, send it to me. Just random question to spur conversation for the end of the stream here. Is there a kit for anybody out there that even if you got it for free, you wouldn't build. Even if someone gave it to you for free, like you would give it away or get rid of it somehow before you would build it. I feel like most people would go for a free kit pretty much no matter what, but I feel like there's probably that like one kit for most of us that we really, whether it be a mobile suit we don't like or a kit we've heard bad things about. I'm just kind of curious. RG Zaku, MG Unicorn Full Armor. So many kits on the backlog. Watch, this makes me want to build right now. Nice, go build. Zeta been there, we'll never do again. Probably any SD kit, any wing, I hate the feathers. Gustav Carl is such a letdown. Those parts fit terribly for its age and price. I had a good experience with my Gustav Carl. That was one of my favorite recent kits. Neo Xeon. I got a free kit, of course I'd keep it unless it's something that someone I know would really want, then give it to said person. Pretty fickle, staying in scale. Tropin, the most hated kit I've built so far. What you did not like about the Dom Tropin? So most of it I don't like, so most Zaku's I wouldn't build. Interesting. Get for cannon fodder to make a custom build. It's one way to deal with something that you wouldn't otherwise want to build. Okay, XB 3 and 5. Win kits and raffles during model comps. I still have those kits. You never know when you might need some spare parts for kit bashing. It's a way to go. RG full burner I won from you. One of the streams gave me bad dreams. It just kept falling off the shelf. Oh no. Version 1 freedom. So this Legacy feat that gave me such a hard time and I don't know why. I just like the HGXE I got the most so far. Spare parts from any of the IPO kits. Want to build an amalgam monstrosity of a skeleton someday. That might be neat. You know, I used to not like Zaku's, but they grew on me. I love them now. Kind of felt the same way, especially after building one of the MGs, the Jar Zaku 2.0. Really nice kit. Really made me kind of appreciate Zaku's more than I didn't like them in like Mobile Suit Gundam, the original one at least. I felt like they looked kind of silly. But when the mechanical design gets fleshed out in more detail, I think it's much cooler. You know, I used to not like that. Let's see. RG Hellstrike is awful. Build a Psycho Zaku, how is it? MGXE, the kit falls apart, the hands absolutely refuse to hold anything. I think Psycho Zaku's high on the list of kits people do want. He's really picked up. I feel like this is a Dance Dance Revolution song. Didn't want a bear guy or petite guy. I think I'd give those away, not my cup of tea. Crossbone with the RG. Crossbone too small and the parts of the face were microscopic. So Jake Lynn, not gonna lie, I don't ever pay enough attention to ever know what the prizes are. Just throw a number and hope I win. That's okay. I probably wouldn't keep track either, other than the fact that I need to. Just jumped in and saw you're still at it. Yep, still going. Going strong. Well, strong may be the wrong word. Still going. I'll try to wrap up the rest of the core of this leg probably in the next 15-20 minutes or so. And then we'll probably use that as the ending point. If you could pilot any mobile suit, what would it be? I don't know. I like the heavy arms. I feel like this is one of those questions where it's like hard to choose just one. I feel like they all have strengths and weaknesses, so it depends on the purpose. No Mecha Warehouse cookies today, Nick. No, wife was a little too busy. It would have been nice. Maybe next time. You could pound a Magnac, of course. I've built a few of those. Your own revolution out in space, what would you call it? Oh geez. That's a really hard question too. Why am I starting a revolution in space? I like asking tough questions and watching them struggle. This is like the wrong time of the night to ask me those really tough questions too. Because my brain is definitely not performing at full capacity right now. Okay, XB4 and 28. I don't know, it's your revolution. The mayonnaise movement. Gravity's weighing down the souls of men. If you had to give your business a new name, what would you call it? Oh, geez. So you will likely not sell cookies that are shipped, at least for a very long time, if ever, especially if they're being made by my wife, because of laws regarding shipping food stuff like that, or making stuff and then selling it across state lines, I think. Okay, 4 and 28, that's what I'm going for. Even like giving away locally, we were a little bit concerned about if we were going to do that. We'd have to figure out what the state laws are regarding that and make sure we're in compliance. Which I suppose is part of the reason it didn't happen, just because researching that was tough. Good news, everyone. My new Gundam MG has a broken hand. How's that good news? Next business will be called Mecha Warehouse. He's already got a sign for it. They already changed the sign, so I don't have a sign for it. over cookies. Yeah, it seems like a dumb thing to have to deal with legal issues over. There's a lot of laws regarding food stuff and what kitchens they're made in and stuff like that. Often depending on how much you're selling, I think. But we don't have time to figure that out. Sarcasm, Nick. You want to talk about broken windows? My cat knocked 5 on my build chasing a puck. Dope. Could never pick only one MS at the top 10 or 25 question. Very true. Why choose just one? There's so many good options. Nick, with the Mecha Warehouse cookies be Gordon Ramsay approved? I have no idea. I'm not sure if Gordon Ramsay has really judged sugar cookies. There's not a whole lot to them in the grand scheme of things. It's not really a top tier culinary thing. This is pretty cool. What's pretty cool? Optimist. Age is awesome line. I don't have too much opinion on the age line, and I have no idea if they're going to produce more Nike. Okay, one more. Cookies with sprinkles that look like GN particles. Beef Wellington and a Zaku head shape for Gordon Ramsay. My wife has made a pretty good beef Wellington before, so I don't know, but I hear Gordon Ramsay say there's so much sugar. I'm now diabetic and it's dry as a sand dune. I could hear him saying that. You muppet. What the bleep is this? Guys, this mixed stop motion animation with all the collected kits I've accumulated. I'm trying to inspire my nephews and son to use their imagination more and enjoy their toys. Please check it out. Cool. Nick, just do a British accent. Not a good one. Definitely not a good one. You did it awesome. They should speak with a British accent for one full day, see what happens. Yeah, I don't think that would go over very well. more indestructible than the old Nokia phones of the original Game Boys. It's pre-rolling. Real camera to make calls with, Ray. 6 battery shot on it. Time for upgrade. You ever try to build a kit without the instructions? I want to try one day, like HDR 78 Origins. I have not, at least not the first one of a kit I've done. I can build the high grade Maganac without the instructions because I've built so many of them. But then again, I can build it without looking too, so that's kind of a different whole story, I suppose. You have chameleon paint in stock. The splash ones, I think we do. At least most of the colors, if not all of them. Do you think you build an SD without instructions? Probably depends on the SD, but probably they're pretty simple. I mean, I bet I could probably build a high grade without the instructions. It's not, they're not that crazy. A lot of them go together the same way. You can build a Maganac in your sleep, probably. I feel like I should practice before the speed build today, though. I was pretty slow. PC7, put arms together backwards with the directions, so I trust myself without the manual. Alright. So I got the internals for leg number 2. Start on the rest of that leg next time. All right, so we do have one more draw left to do, so let's put that number up. Let's do a number this time between 1 and 110. 1 and 110 is the number range this time. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number, especially in this last one. We're going to have some duplicates. If we do, we will flip the coin or otherwise deconflict it with another random method. And remember, I only ship to US addresses, so if you're not in the US, of course, you'll have to figure out what to do with that kit. Display chameleon. We might have some. I don't know offhand what we got for stock, but we should have at least some available. So it looks like next time we'll probably finish the second leg. And then it looks like maybe the stream after that might be the backpack and weapons. Which would be exciting, I think. Okay, we're gonna put that in time up there. So we start with backpack and weapons. I've heard people do that because you often, by the time you get to the end, you start rushing and then they get upset about it. And then you might rush something else, I suppose. Being patient while building is definitely one of the hardest things, I think. Okay, calling time. Wait till time shows up. It's funny how it sometimes takes a moment. Okay, time is up in the chat. We got 3 prizes left, number between 1 and 110. So we've got 108. 108 for the Kimaris Vidar. 58 for the RG RX-78. And 42 for the Cerebus Gray. So 108, 58, 42. Let's look these up. Oh, so no 108s it looks like. Let's try 58. No 58. Oh, 42. Okay, so 42, I see Leaf. And Nathan Lovano. Looks like we've got 2. So Nathan Lovano and Leaf L. One of you guys can call out, one of you two calls out heads or tails, and then I'll flip the coin to determine the winner, and then I'll probably draw 2 more numbers against the existing number range to see if we got any winners for those other prizes. But let's do the coin toss first. So whoever calls it first, Leaf or Nathan, heads or tails. Looks like Leaf calls heads, so it comes up heads, Leaf wins. Tails, Nathan wins. Sorry, Nathan, Leaf called heads first. It's that chat lag. Okay, I toss this up in the air. It looks like we got heads this time, so Leaf is our winner of the Cerebus Gray. I'm going to draw 2 more numbers real quick against the same range, so no need to add any more numbers to the chat. We're going to draw 2 more. So 29 for the Kimaris Vidar and 47 for the RG RX-78. Let's look for those real quick. Oh, I see some at least 129. So it looks like Nike is one of our 29 winners. I think I saw somebody else too, 29. Gazer 4. Okay, so we got 2 for that one. And let's see what we got for number 47. Anybody? Oh, we got at least one. Another double up. Crimson Thunder and Rob Barron. So Nike and Skazer. You can call heads or tails. And Crimson Thunder and Rob Barron, heads or tails. I'll flip it once, and that'll determine both of these matchups. HG Justice gone. Yeah, Justice was won in the last drawing. So Nike calls heads. And Crimson Thunder calls heads. Both going for the one that won last time. Man, dude, the event was good. It was good, cool. So when I flip the coin, if it comes up heads, Nike and Crimson Thunder win. If it comes up tails, Skazer and Rob Barron win. So let's see. Oh, look at that. Came up heads again. Someone should start keeping stats on that. So it looks like Nike and Crimson Thunder are our other 2 winners. So Nike, Crimson Thunder, Leaf, and Blair Maurer from earlier. If you haven't yet, send me a DM or an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com with the details. And we will get those sent out to you. So I think with that all said and done, I think we are good for tonight. Oh, I want something. What? Yeah, it happens every now and then. So congrats all of our winners, and thank you all for joining me and putting up with my misspeaking due to fatigue. Appreciate you all spending the time. Thank you as always. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Coin flips on heads more than tails, I noticed. It might. I wonder if it depends on which side I put up first. I might need a better method. So like and subscribe. Don't forget that Live 10 code is active. So check that out. And use that if you want to order something in the next few minutes while that code is still active. And otherwise, I will see you guys all next week. Same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And keep working on this kit. Thanks all. See you all later.